Hey guys, what's up? Chris Lee back of United Destiny Entertainment, back with another video today. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the different audio sources that you can use to record some videos while vlogging at home. Now typically people like to use shotgun microphones. Sometimes people even use lavalier systems or maybe even USB microphones that you can plug into the computer. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the two that I use in my home studio. Number one that I use with my primary sound source is my Shure Sm7b dynamic microphone. This microphone is very great. It's warm. It's used in a lot of professional studios. It's used for a lot of radio interviews just because the vocals are really warm while using this microphone. I personally use it just because audio is my primary profession and I love the way the audio sounds. For my primary sound source, I personally use a Shure Sm7b microphone. This is a dynamic microphone. It's very warm. You don't have to worry about picking up a lot of sound surround you just because the microphone is not really that loud right out the back when you plug it in. So usually when you do plug it into an interface or preamp, you usually have to crank it. You don't really have to worry about picking up a lot of the room tone with this. Just because this microphone is more direct. It picks up the sound that's coming directly in front of it. And to make it sound good, you usually have to get right up on it. This microphone in particular, I usually like to run an XLR straight into my interface, going straight into Pro Tools. The sound that you're hearing right now is going straight from the microphone to my Fast Track Ultra, straight into Pro Tools. This is a normal sound. Now, usually if I want to make the sound better, I like to go in and add, some compressors, fix it with the EQ, or maybe even add a little de-essers or gates. That's only if it's necessary. Usually it's not necessary, but I like to keep a lot of the room tone out of the microphone and make it to where it only focuses on my vocals, so the sound is really nice and clean. So now I'm going to switch to the Sennheiser lavalier microphones in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so right now you're listening to the Sennheiser lavalier microphones. I actually have the transmitter with the microphone attached to my shirt, and I actually have the receiver going straight into my Canon 80D on manual recording settings that's picking up the audio right now. Now, as you can tell, this audio is not really too different from the dynamic microphone, the SM7B, but the difference between this one is I would say that it's a little more brighter and thinner than my dynamic microphone, but it's still great quality sound. It's something that you can use pretty much anywhere you go. The reason why I have these two as my primary sources is just because going straight into my interface in Pro Tools, I can actually control the sound of my audio just because I can adjust the preamp or the interface or my plugins inside of Pro Tools. Once the sound goes into the wireless system, I really don't have any control over what the presets are, if it has any low pass or high pass filters or any type of compression sound or any of that. Now, granted, you can apply that after the recording, but I kind of like the concept that if you make your audio sound good before it hits Pro Tools, then 9 times out of 10 it's going to come out a lot better. So that was my reason for actually doing it like that. Now, the benefits of having wireless is when you're out shooting on location, you want to be able to have an audio system that allows you to record maybe another subject without having to have XLR cables connected or maybe a bunch of equipment that's going to stop you or hinder you from getting a good recording or good sound. Sometimes you can't reach particular locations or have everybody go to the same location, so it's good to have that lavalier microphone if maybe you needed to go somewhere and record, or maybe your subject needed to go somewhere and record and be in that area for only one person to fit. There's a big benefit in that. You never want to be in a situation to where your lavalier microphones are running into interference issues while you're trying to record something important, such as a wedding, maybe a live event, or just something that's going to happen one time that you probably won't be able to capture again. I had that happen to me in the past. It was very frustrating because I wasn't able to save that audio. And luckily, the client wasn't frustrated because the audio from my Canon 6D was good enough. I was able to take some of that audio and use it for the video and still get away with it. Now, I do audio engineering as a profession as well as film, but I was able to manipulate and do a couple things to the audio to make it sound better. Now, for future references, I never want that to happen again, just because 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to make the audio sound good coming from a camera. But that is one situation where I just happened to go get happened to be lucky, as well as my experience was able to help me save the audio. Another pro with having a lavalier system is I'm able to move around the house, or right now using this video, I'm away from the camera. The receiver is next to the camera and I'm away from it, and it's picking up my sound just fine. One of the biggest pros about having a dynamic microphone while you're recording in your in-home studio is that you don't have to worry about the batteries dying or anything like that. This is just pretty much a plug and record type thing. I get my XLR cable, I plug it into my dynamic microphone, plug it straight into my interface, and record sound straight into Pro Tools. You can even do that inside of Premiere, which is a crucial benefit to trying to record your audio. I like my sound to be nice and clean, and this is just my preferred way of recording my audio. Now, granted, if anything ever happens to my dynamic sound from this microphone, then for sure I have my wireless system, lavalier system audio, and it's just as good, if not better. And it's really just personal preference at that point. If I absolutely have to use the camera audio, which is almost never, then I would go with that. But for sure, these are two guaranteed ways to get some good audio. Now, if you're doing some type of other stuff, or maybe green screen stuff where you don't want to be showing a microphone inside of your recording, then you can take the route of using a shotgun microphone. Now, for me and my personal preference, I actually don't have a problem with having a microphone being shown in here because it's a dynamic microphone. You're going to see this in a lot of radio interviews or whatever. And for me personally, I just love having this sound. If I wanted to use a shotgun microphone, then I can. If I wanted to use the lavalier microphones, then I can. But this, for me, I just like it. It gives me my videos more of a professional look. I really actually love the comfort of actually having a microphone directly in my face, because from here you can't see it, but my computer system is right across from me, and I'm able to see that I'm still recording with no issues, and I don't have any problems with that. When I'm using my lavalier system, one thing that I don't know is my eyes aren't on my receiver right now, so I don't know how much battery life I actually have on my receiver right now, or if it's even still recording. When you're recording by yourself, you want to make sure that you have something, or the least obstacles possible while trying to do vlog videos, just because you're not going to be able to have anybody around to hit record on the camera or hit record on your audio system or whatever the case may be. So you just want to make sure that you prepare for that and try to take the least obstacles as possible to avoid any of those issues. Now, the other benefit of having the lavalier system is sometimes I record straight into my camera, and then other times I record into my Zoom H4n. It's a great system. I've used it basically to take a shotgun microphone with the H4n and my lavaliers and kind of record two different sound sources at once from two different subjects. So if I did any type of live events, then I would have one of my either reporters or myself holding a shotgun microphone attached to a XLR cable to my Zoom. And then I will also have the receiver plugged into my actual H4n with the lavalier system on the subject, so I can capture both audio sources at the same time. That was very convenient for me. It helped me out a lot, and it did great for my recordings. Now, I know you guys like to use condenser microphones as well in some of your recordings at home, and that's totally fine, but I would recommend that you use condenser microphones only for recordings, just because a lot of times the condenser microphones tend to pick up a lot more of your room tone, a lot more noise. They cover more ground when it comes to the audio, and that's okay. But if you got like a lot of birds or outside, chirping outside of your window, or you have your AC or fans or just any type of things running in the background, usually it's a lot harder to get that sound out of your recordings. With the condenser microphones, they require 48 phantom power. The dynamic microphones don't require you to use 48 phantom power. So again, when you use them with the preamp or interface, you're going to have to crank the preamp or the volume just to capture the audio from the dynamic microphone. Me, I don't have to be directly on a microphone and it's capturing my sound just perfectly. But if I have to get this close and talk so you guys can actually hear me, then it's still not bad, or it's still not distorted. It's just more of a louder sound. Okay, so, and if I step back here, then I still sound good. The audio still sounds great. So now for the test, if you want to hear the sound from the audio microphone, here's the Shure Sm7b in 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Chris Lee of United Destiny Entertainment, bringing you professional production services. All right, so now let's check out the sound from the lavalier system in 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Chris Lee of United Destiny Entertainment, bringing you professional production services. There it is, guys. If you like this video, please leave me a comment, give me a like, share this video with other people, and most definitely subscribe. Let me know what you think. Do you think that I should continue to record with the dynamic microphone, or should I just use the lavalier system? Either way it goes, guys, it's all personal preference. Just use what works for you. If you like the dynamic microphone, the SM7B is running around about $300 right now. And if you want to use the lavalier system, for the G3 series, I think it's running around somewhere around $630 for a pair. So if you want that, go check it out. Go check it out on Amazon. Subscribe for more videos and let me know what you think. Peace.